Hey there, welcome to Morning Flow 2. Take a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your legs and your pelvis connected to the earth. Notice the top of your head drawing towards the sky, and then begin to notice the breath flowing in and out between those two. How are you feeling right now? Clasp your hands. Press your palms up to the ceiling. Lift or wiggle up through the waist, still keeping the legs and the pelvis rooted. Stretch away. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Look gently over the right shoulder. Feel that gentle twist of the spine. Notice your breathing. Notice how your spine feels when you twist. And release. Clasp your hands again. Put the opposite thumb on top. Reach the arms up once again. Don't be afraid to wiggle and lift and really move out of the waist and the ribs. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we'll take a twist to the left. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Look over the left shoulder. Feel again that gentle twisting in the spine. Allow yourself to breathe freely. Notice what you feel like. Good. Come back to center. From here, we'll come onto our hands and knees. Bring your wrists right under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Inhale into an arched spine. Exhale into a round back. As you inhale, lift your tail and your chest and your gaze. As you exhale, drop your tail and your head, draw the belly in. Breathe in, arch the spine. Breathe out, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to neutral. Send your right leg back behind you. Reach your left arm forward. Keep the hips as square to the floor as you can by drawing the ribs and the belly up and into the spine. Extend out through the fingers and toes. Feel the breath and release. Other side. Left leg reaches back. Right arm reaches forward. Support the spine by pulling the front ribs and the belly back and up. And then reach through your fingers and toes as you breathe. Release to center. Sit back into a child's pose now, bringing the hips towards the heels, the arms stretching forward, the forehead and the chest rolling down towards the floor. Notice your back in this deep fold. Curl the toes under, press into the hands, make your way to downward facing dog. Start to activate the legs right away by lifting the kneecaps and pressing the entire thigh bone back. Elongate the skin on the waist. Gently draw the navel in and up. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Come to a standing forward bend at the back of your mat. Notice the hamstrings as you root the heels. Allow the breath to deepen the fold. Good. And roll up slowly with bent knees. Allow the head to be the last thing to come up. Walk yourself up to the front of the mat. We'll take a few sun salutations to warm us up. Breathe in, reach up, look at your hands. Breathe out, fold over the strength of your legs. As you breathe in, look forward, elongate the waist. Exhale, step the right foot back to a lunge. Plant the hands, inhale to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows lower to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Press into the hands and feet. Draw the navel in and up. Walk the feet slowly up to the front of the mat Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold the head to the legs. Inhale, rise up, gaze up at the fingers. Exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold over the strength of your legs. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, left foot reaches back to a lunge. Inhale, plant the hands, come to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows lower to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, over the feet, downward dog. Press the thigh bones back. Let the heels become heavy. Walk the feet forward. Inhale at the top. Exhale, fold the head to the legs. Inhale, press into the strength of your legs to reach. Exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana chair. Exhale, pour belly over the thighs. Clasp your hands behind your back. Let the shoulders open. Strong legs, belly is scooping up. Gently release the hands by the feet, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, step the right foot back to a lunge. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, hook your thumbs in front and reach up through the waist. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Hug the outer left hip back. Pull the low belly in and lift up through the waist. Release the hands down, curl the back toes under, step to plank. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, right hand under right shoulder, to Vashisthasana or side plank. Lift the hips high. Draw the belly in and draw both shoulder blades down the back as you extend up towards the ceiling. Come back to plank. Exhale, lower the elbows. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Walk the feet forward to the hands. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, head down and fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, gaze at the thumbs, get tall. Exhale, Tadasana. Bend your knees again, reach up for chair. Pour belly to thighs, exhale, fold, and reach the arms behind the head, clasping the hands. Allow the chest to open. Release the hands, look forward. Step the left foot back. Drop the back knee gently down, hook your thumbs in front. Take Anjaneyasana on this side. Take the outer right hip, draw it back and in. Scoop the belly in and lift up through the waist as the hips drop down. Release the hands by the front foot, curl the back toes under. Step to plank. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, come onto the left hand, Vashisthasana on the left side. Right arm reaches up, legs are strong as the hips rise up towards the sky. Come back to plank pose. On the exhale, bend your elbows lower to the floor. Inhale, take a back bend, drawing the waist long as the heart lifts. Exhale, curl toes under, downward facing dog. Soften your jaw. Inhale, take the right leg into the air. Exhale, pull that foot all the way through the hands. Pivot the back heel down onto the floor, rise up, warrior one. Bend the front knee over the ankle. Face the hips towards the front of the mat as you lift up through the waist and send the tailbone forward into the body. Back outside edge of the heel is rooting down. Open up to warrior two. Track the right knee over the second toe of the front foot. Arms are reaching with energy, and you're standing between both legs. Move the right forearm to the right thigh. The left arm sweeps across the left ear, extended side angle. Stay here, or if it feels good, you can bring the right fingertips to the floor behind the right foot. The left seam of the body, from the foot all the way up through the fingertips, is reaching and elongating. Feel your breath sending that energy through the side of the body. Bring the left hand back to the floor, pivot that back heel up, and scoot your right foot to the right. Both hands come on the inside of the right foot for lizard pose. You could stay here with the back knee lifted, or maybe the back knee comes down to the floor, and if the hip is feeling open, coming to the forearms on the inside of the right foot. If that's too much, stay on the hands. Allow your breath to move through the places in the body that feel stuck or tight. Where is the sensation? How is your breath moving through you, in and out? Climb back up into the hands, curl the back toes under. Come back to your regular lunge. On an inhale, lift the right knee up into the armpits, scooping the belly and pushing the floor away. Send the right leg all the way up and back. Open that hip now, stacking right hip over left, bending the right knee. You could stay right here, or if it feels good, you're going to step that right foot to the floor behind you for rock star. Drive the hips up, press into the feet. Come back the way you came, and we'll take downward facing dog. Even the hands and feet. Connect to your breath and your body. Take the left leg into the air, inhale. Exhale, send the left foot forward between the hands. Back heel comes down to the floor. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1 on this side. Bend the front knee towards the ankle, but just as much as you bend the front knee, the back heel is rooting. Lift up through the waist. Transition to Warrior 2. Opening the hips now, standing between both feet, both legs equally as you reach through the arms. Tailbone is heavy. Bring the left forearm to the left thigh. The right arm comes out across the right ear. Extended side angle. Again, you could take the modification on the forearm or drop the hand behind the left foot to the floor. The right seam of the body from the right foot to the right fingertips is long and energized with breath. Bring the right hand to the mat. Scoot the left foot to the left as both hands come on the inside of the front foot. Take lizard on this side. Again, the back knee could stay lifted. Maybe the back knee will drop. If it feels like it's open enough, you can come to your forearms. And never worrying about what variation you choose to take. Find the one that works with your breath, with your body today, right now. Is the breath smooth and even? And if it isn't, back off and find a variation where you can continue to breathe. Climb back on up, come back to lunge. On an inhale, use your belly to draw the left knee up, high up into the left armpit, and then send that left leg back into three-legged dog. Stack the hips open now, bending the top knee. Stay here, opening the hip, or if it feels right, step that left foot back behind you into rock star. Push into both feet, drive the hips up, gaze back to the hand. Feel that back bend. Come back the way you came. Make your way to downward facing dog. Push the floor away from the hands. Root into the feet. Walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, get space, look forward. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees into chair pose, look up. Exhale, straighten the legs, Tadasana. Coming into a balanced posture, shift the weight onto the right foot. Bring the left foot up and in to the right thigh, the calf, or the ankle for tree pose. Bring the hands onto the hips or press them into prayer at the center of the heart. Root down into the right foot. Feel that external rotation in the left thigh. The tailbone is heavy. The ribs and belly draw in to accentuate the longness and length of the spine. Hands to hips. Unhook the foot. Send the left foot forward. Point the toe. Feel your breath. Good. Kick that leg back for Warrior 3. Bringing the chest towards parallel to the floor. Hands could stay on hips or float them out. Bend the front knee, slowly come all the way back into a crescent lunge. Back heel is off the floor. As you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, take a twist to the right. Hands in prayer, hooking that left arm on the outside of the right knee or thigh. Keep your back leg strong. Maybe turn your gaze back over your right shoulder or look towards the floor for balance. Feel the twist. That coiling of the spine around. Bring the hands down to the mat, step to plank, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows lower down. Inhale, roll up to Cobra or Bhujangasana. lifting the center of the heart forward and up. Legs are strong and active. Tailbone is sinking down and is heavy. Slowly roll it back down, forehead to the floor. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach down and back through the feet as you elongate the waist and the chest up away from the pelvis. Don't be afraid to move or wiggle or lift to make more space. Heavy the tailbone, roll the spine back down. 1 more, inhale, legs are strong and anchored, pelvis is anchored, and the waist grows long as the chest lifts. Draw the shoulders down the back, roll back down. Press into your hands, come through your knees, take a child's pose. Enjoy the opening of the back, the movement of the breath in the body. Stay present on your mat. Curl the toes under. Roll yourself back into a squat. Let the tailbone become heavy. Reach the fingers forward towards a malasana. The forehead reaches down. You're lifting the belly in, letting the heels become as heavy as you can, tailbone rolling down to the floor, forehead and hands reaching forward away from that weight. Feel the length of the spine. Extend your legs, fold into Uttanasana. Walk your hands forward to downward facing dog. Walk back to the front of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, head down and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll take tree pose on the other side. Shift the weight to the left foot. Take the right foot, place it into the thigh, the calf, the ankle, externally rotating that right hip and right thigh bone. Hands can stay on the hips or bring them into namaste or prayer in front of the chest. Root the left leg and don't be afraid to fall. Balance is not about being still. It's about moving with the body's fluctuations, moving with the breath. Unhook the foot, lift the knee, kick the leg back into warrior 3. Bringing the chest towards parallel to the floor. Press out through both feet. Float the arms or keep them on the hips. Keep breathing. Extend through the heel. Soften the front knee and slowly float back to a high lunge. Inhale, reach up with the arms. Exhale, bring the hands through prayer. Take a twist to the left. Use your other arm to help you guide that right arm and right armpit down to the outside of that left thigh and knee. Back leg stays strong. Look to the floor for balance. If the balance feels steady, slowly turn the gaze up. Breathe and feel the body wrapping around that twisting, coiling spine. Release the twist, place the hands to the mat, step to plank, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows lower down. This time, bend both knees, reach back, grab for your feet. On an inhale, kick the legs back into the hands, heavy the tail, and let the chest rise up. Bow pose. Dhanurasana. Slowly release. Place one cheek on the mat. Let your arms and your legs and your spine rest. Feel the breath moving in your back body. We'll take another one. Bend your knees, reach for your feet. As you breathe in, kick your legs back into your hands. Don't let the knees get too far away from each other. Send the tailbone down and heavy. Lift through the heart. Expand the chest. Release. Put the other cheek on the floor and soften into the mat for just a breath. And we'll take our third set of Dhanurasana bow pose. Bend the knees, grab the feet. Use the strength of your legs to kick the feet back and then lift the thighs as the tailbone grows heavy. The heart rises forward and up, the chest expands. Gently release that. Put a cheek on the floor. Notice the movement of the breath and energy through your body after those back bends. What do you feel? Press the hands under the shoulders, come back slowly to a child's pose. Elongate the waist, fold at the hips and soften the jaw and the forehead. Beautiful. Slowly come up. Curl the toes under. Once again, make your way to a squat. If the heels are far off the floor, roll a blanket or your mat under the heels. Reach the fingers and the forehead down and forward to counterbalance the weight of the hips reaching down and back. Breathe. Stay right here, or place the hands under the shoulders. Hug the knees up into the armpits, squeezing the upper arms with the legs. Bring weight forward towards the fingers and float forward into crow pose. Maybe one foot comes up, maybe both. Come back down into a squat. Hands come up into prayer. Feel the length of your spine. Slowly roll the knees back down to the floor. Cross your shins behind you. Roll through to sit. Legs are extended in front of you for Dandasana, staff pose. Press the palms by your hips. Activate the legs, drawing them towards each other and down into the floor. Reach forward, grab for your big toes. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, look up, and exhale, fold over the legs. If grabbing the feet is too difficult, use a strap. Or again, feel free to bend the knees to elongate the spine and get a hold of the toes. Keep scooping the low belly in to support the length of the lower back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sit up. Bend the left knee in. Open the left knee to the side and place the foot into the thigh or the groin. Turn towards the right leg, grabbing the foot if you can. Inhale. Exhale, fold your body over the right leg. Janu Sirsasana. Allow the outer left knee to become heavy. Keep pulling the low belly in. Elongate both sides of the waist forward towards the right toes. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sit up. Place the left sole of the foot back down on the floor. Cross the left foot over the right. Lean back to turn the skin of the belly towards the left. Inhale, reach up with the right arm and twist, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, or even wrapping the elbow around the knee. The right leg is active, knee and toes pointing up. Breathing in, elongating. Breathing out, drawing navel towards spine and increasing or encouraging the twist of the spine. Gently release, uncross the left foot and send it out long. Reset, sit tall. Bend the right knee, open that right knee out to the side, placing the right foot into the thigh or the groin. Turn over that left leg, grabbing the foot if you can or wherever you can. As you exhale, fold over the left leg. Let the outer right knee get heavy. Scoop the low belly in. Draw the waist long over the left leg. Soften your forehead. Inhale, look up. Exhale, heavy the tail, sit up. Point the right knee back up to the ceiling. Cross the right foot over the left leg. Lean back and turn the skin of the abdomen towards the right as you exhale, twist. Hooking that left arm on the outside of the right foot. Right knee. Turn and open the chest. Left leg stays active. Feel the rotation of the spine from the bottom all the way up to the skull. Face forward. Extend that right leg back out. Place both feet on the floor. Lean back, keeping the waist long, maybe floating both feet up, maybe hands reaching parallel to the floor for Navasana. If the hamstrings are open, extend the legs. Squeeze and draw the legs towards each other. Have energy through the toes and fingertips. Keep the breath easy and full, and maybe even a smile on your face. Feel the center of your body. Beautiful. Bend the knees, place the feet onto the floor. Roll yourself down onto the mat slowly. Hug the right knee to the chest. Feel the width of your back on the mat. Soften your jaw and the gaze. Notice your breathing. Place the right foot down, switch sides. Left knee hugs into the chest. Allow the back to widen, the pelvis to heavy. Can you feel the movement of your breath in the back rib cage? Release that foot to the floor. Bring both hands down next to you on the floor, palms face down. Bend both knees into the chest, and then send the legs up straight towards the sky. If the hamstrings are tight, feel free to keep a little bit of a bend in the knees. Use just as much abdominal support as you need to keep the legs extending up. Is the chest tensing? Or the shoulders tense? Is the neck tense? Can you soften the skin on your face and follow the breath in the body? Feel the weight of your thigh bone dropping down into the pelvis. And through that weighting and dropping of the thigh bone into the pelvis, the feet and the ankles become light towards the sky. Bend your knees. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side on your lower back. Place the feet down onto the floor and send the legs out long. Come to Shavasana, letting the feet flop open. Turn your palms up to the sky, arms resting 6 inches away from the body. Close your eyes. Let your body drop into the earth, letting go of all the muscles, the bones, the organs, the tendons. Let go. Let your brain drop towards the back of your skull. Deepen the eyes and the sockets. Soften the jaw, the lips, and the teeth. Let your body breathe itself. Using these last minutes of class to take in the practice. If you have time, stay as long as you can. When you're ready to come out, roll to the right side. Slowly press up to a comfortable seat and take a moment in a seated posture to feel how you feel now compared to the beginning of your class. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.